Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, aka SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go, Giants! Ow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, aka SneakyG. Okay, I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm not late. Not at all. No, I'm kidding. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all doing good. Hey, Aunt, you check your email? Did you check your email? I want to check your email. And I'm just being sarcastic. Don't pay me any mind. Yeah. You late AF. AF? What does that mean? No, I know what that means. Yes. I am late today. I am late today. Simple reason. I was at a celebratory dinner. It was for my youngest girl. She's hit another milestone in her nursing career. And yeah, and and the thing was, I was like, I still got to do a show. So that's what I was doing. That's my story. And that's what. Hold on, let me just throw the link in there. Okay. What's going on?
What's up?
Yeah. Yep. I know. I'm late. I know.
I'm looking pretty beat right now, so I'll leave that sexy picture up.
That'll work. Hey, honey, can you grab me my cable for my iPad? Yes, that's the black cable. But all cables matter. Where? I sure did. Because I'm live right now. Right now. Okay, thank you. Now go. Anyway, positive.
Hello.
See? Mm-hmm.
Hello.
She's alive. Mama Boss is alive. Hold on. Okay.
Mama boss, you mean the only boss?
Hey, amen to that. Okay, so I'm seeing Jameis Winston. What's going on?
Nothing.
Okay, good. Because
Last
I don't know. Go ahead.
Last I heard, Russ is at the facility, or he will be there first thing in the morning, or both.
You know what's kind of ironic? You know what's ironic about Russell Wilson?
What?
He was just there last year.
Oh, I know.
He was just there last year, and now we're revisiting him.
Yeah.
You know,
he had.
Okay, go ahead. No,
I know he had an interview this afternoon with Cleveland, and clearly nothing got done because he left.
Yeah, ain't shit. He'll probably visit every team and then make his decision.
I think the problem is the Giants right now are holding out for Aaron Rodgers. And that's not a good thing, because if Rodgers decides not to go here, everybody else you wanted to talk to is going to pretty much look at you and go, "Oh, you didn't want nothing to do with me 10 minutes ago."
So I want to go ahead and pull up Tanya's question real quick. First off, well, it's not a question. She made a statement, and I want to see where you're coming from, how you feel about this whole thing. How do you feel Shane's doing right now with free agency?
110% better than he's done since the beginning of his general managership.
his tenure, right?
Yeah, he's doing great, man. I mean, again, his drafts have been pretty good. Last year was definitely on point.
Mm-hmm.
And he's addressing what we need. We need defensive depth.
Yep.
He went back and signed Roten today.
Yep. I saw that.
Re-signed him for another year, Van Roten, and he's still working on it. He's still working on it. He's making the right moves right now. I don't think. First of all, if it does come down to Aaron Rodgers, we're gonna wait it out, just like everybody did when he signed with the Jets. We're gonna wait it out. Probably not. We probably won't hear nothing until next week. If I'm being 100%, because Aaron Rodgers is gonna be Aaron Rodgers. The only thing that I think would push him towards the Giants, let's say the Steelers, the Vikings, which I don't think the Vikings are in as much as everybody thinks they are. But the Steelers, the Vikings, and the Giants, I think they're all in this category. I think the Giants have a bit of a step up, assuming everybody's bidding around the same amount of money. The step up for the Giants is this would be the perfect opportunity for Aaron Rodgers to rub it in the face of the Jets for what they did, because technically he could have been brought back this year with the contract he originally signed, and they basically told him, "Nah, we're good."
Oh, with the Jets?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Jets got a new coach, and then
Oh yeah.
the coach wants to have his own guy,
Yeah.
and his own guy is Fields.
Yeah.
Well,
Justin
right now
Fields
it's Fields.
for
Right now
now.
it's Fields. So the three quarterbacks that I've heard and I'm pretty sure you saw the same thing I'm seeing.
Mhm.
Joe Flacco,
Yep.
Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion. Aaron Rodgers, Super Bowl MVP, Super Bowl champion. Russell Wilson,
Right.
Super Bowl champion. Okay. Now, I want to bring on. Hold on a second. Not bring on. I want to that dude. I want to bring. Let me go through these comments real quick. Sully, I see you.
I
That
got a
dude.
feeling it's going to be Flacco.
And you know what? I'd be all right with that. Oh, this is what Tanya said that I wanted to jump on. You know, I feel.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I
You
love
know,
it.
and I'm gonna say this right now. When I saw that he went to when I saw that Adoree Jackson,
My nips got hard.
when he went to Philadelphia, right off the jump, my thought process was, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Oh, I
Because
didn't even honestly, it wasn't a Saquon feeling with me. It was more of like I can't wait till we throw his way and
oh
he either
right,
causes a expensive penalty or we catch it on him and take it to the house. I cannot wait for that.
okay,
And if we do beat the Philadelphia Eagles on those plays, I will make sure, just like the E-Girl fans, I will start chanting, "Thank you, Eagles."
of course my mindset went to that, right? That I know he's going to give us a couple plays when we play against
Oh yeah.
Philly, right?
Yep.
But at the same time, I still had that bitterness. Like,
Nah.
you know, the rivalry, you understand what but then again, you know what? It is what it is. Like I said, don't let the door hit you on the way out. And hold on, I need to pull up. Okay, here's an honest question with that dude, and I hope you jump on if you have a chance. Oh shoot, hold on, what I do here?
Oh, excuse me.
Um, I'll even put out the link again in the what do you call it? Okay, there we go. All right. So that dude said, answer me this. And I'm going to ask you this, Ant. Do you honestly feel that we would be a better place with Aaron Rodgers over Sanders?
It's not even a question. It has nothing to do with one, has nothing to do with the other. The only thing that it has to do with is it's not going to be a battle between Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson or Joe Flacco and whoever the Giants draft. It's going to be which one of these guys can we depend on to make this rookie better, to make him see the game the way we need him to see it, to make him
Right.
adjust to the game quicker than just coming in and starting right away. So technically, that's not really a question. It's if it is, it's double ended. Like, do I think Rodgers would be a good impact on, if we draft Shador Sanders? Yeah, I do. Aaron Rodgers, although he's a head case, is still one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Yes, he's getting old. You know, his arm is still there. His thought process is still there. The only thing that's really going on him are his legs. Other than that, if he gets some protection, he's still Aaron Rodgers.
You know, so I'm gonna say that. I mean, I'm pretty much in agreement with you. I don't think there's any question that whoever we draft as a rookie, okay, definitely in the first round, that whoever we have as a quarterback is just going to be a placeholder for that rookie quarterback. That's all it's going to be. I mean, I don't like using the term bridge quarterback, but I mean, in a sense, that's what Aaron Rodgers or whoever we pick is going to be for the first round pick, right?
And that's why that's why I think it's going to be Flacco, because I could be wrong. I don't think so. Russell Wilson, I would give a better chance of thinking that he would be a good mentor over Aaron Rodgers, only because of I think Rodgers is a little bit more of a diva than Russell Wilson is.
Oh, by far, by far. I truly don't believe. Well, actually, let me rephrase that dude's question. Right. Let me just because this is what I wanted.
It's not a bad question. It's just
Oh no,
kind of not relevant yet.
But I want to take it. I kind of want to just cut some of it off. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Do we honestly feel that Aaron Rodgers is going to make our quarterback room any better? Exactly.
If Aaron Rodgers, I have an answer. If Aaron Rodgers decides to finally realize that he's at the end of his career, then yes, because then I know for a fact. And again, it comes down to this is why I think Aaron Rodgers is going to end up in Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh right now is probably pitching to him that this is your team. We're going to build these guys around you. We already have these pieces in place. You are ultimately the missing link. Okay. Where the Giants and Joe Shane, and I know for sure Brian Dable are going to go, listen, you're going to be our quarterback this year one, but we want you to take our rookie under your wings, or whoever we bring in. We want you to take them under your wing, because we want you, because everybody has to know, whoever's coming into the Giants to fill in has to know that they're a bridge. There's no way, unless they bring in a Joe Milton, trade for him or whatever. But again, if they're trading for Milton, I don't see them drafting a quarterback, but I could still see them bringing somebody in. So again, there's a lot up in the air right now. And everybody's sitting here dependent on, is it going to be Russ? Is it going to be Joe Flacco? Is it going to be Aaron Rodgers? Is it going to be Jameis Winston? Till it's said and done, a lot of these questions really can't be asked. Now, we can sit here and say, who would you rather have? Who would you like? Who do you think would fit better? Those are good questions right now. Till we figure out who's going to be that guy, everything else is kind of like you're reaching.
All right. So Tanya says, I do not believe Rodgers is that guy that will do that, meaning sit on the bench. I'm assuming that's what you mean. He's too much of a prima donna. We saw trying to come back with an ACL for how much he's asking. I'd rather put Waterboy, Bobby Boucher, put in the Waterboy, LOL. Heck, no, man.
Now, I got to say this, Tanya, I love you to death. And 99.9% of the people that come on this show and that are in our groups and everything, I love everybody. But we got to stop telling ourselves that Aaron Rodgers is washed. The only thing that's gone on him is his legs. He can still run. Don't get me wrong. He's not Eli yet. We know Eli couldn't truck. But Aaron Rodgers still has a little bit to his legs left. But his arm is still on and accurate, and his brain still knows when to get rid of the ball. That being said, I don't understand why people are saying he's washed. He put up better numbers this past year after coming back off of an ACL than any Giants quarterback over the last 4 years. How is that not an improvement?
So I got Noel Ortiz on TikTok said, hold on. He said he's not washed. He's just too much of a diva.
That I agree with.
And then Danny, that dude, I got you. Hold on one sec, fam. I'll bring you. And Daryl, Jalen, I see you too. Stand by. This organization is really kissing Rodgers' ass like
I
he's a
agree.
god. What's pissing me off about the whole thing? I agree.
I agree too.
I agree. We cannot we can't just sit around and hope that we're the chosen one. We can't, I don't want to sit around and wait to be the bride. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want us to make a decision. I want us to move on.
See, that's another thing. That brings up another question. So we're all sitting here and we basically know that Rodgers, let's say Rodgers comes here. We all basically know that he's going to be the bridge quarterback, right? What happens if Aaron Rodgers, and again, I know it's a stretch, but the way the Giants have won Super Bowls in the last few years, or not the last few years, the last couple times we won, it's not out of the question. Let's say Rodgers comes in, this team gels very quickly, and we make a strong run. Then what? You mean to tell me we're going to take a guy that helped bolster this team, that led this team to a strong playoff run, that we're just going to sit him now?
Okay. There's a difference, though. All right. If we the first month of the season, if we're 3-1, then yes, I could see Rodgers and that predicament staying on the field.
Right.
Okay. We're 6-2. Okay, going into the second month. Okay, yeah, I can still see Rodgers stand on the field. However, I truly do believe that if we slide, okay, if somehow we become like 7, I'll even say 7-4, 7-5, there would be a good chance that he would get the hook. There has to be some type of consistency that I don't think Rodgers has shown in a long time.
Right. Now I got you.
Let me get to some of these comments before I bring on that dude. And I see Lucas just joined up. So, okay, Danny also said Giants needs to stop waiting for the man. Yep. Okay, I said the same thing. But Danny, for the record, I said the same thing before I read your quote. But you said it before me. I'll still give you credit for that. Okay. Okay. Good one, man. Man the F up and move on to other options. I can't agree more. Hey, Ant, what do you think about Joe Flacco help Sanders? We talked about that.
Why is everybody saying Sanders? We don't know that Sanders is going to be the guy.
Yeah, TP say a little birdie told me y'all are up here wanting Aaron Rodgers. Who TP?
Yeah, who?
You better come on. You better come on. I'm gonna put the link out just for you.
Yeah, I want to know who's wanting Aaron Rodgers. I haven't said I wanted him.
Okay, Tanya. Now, Tanya, this has been a while ago, so I don't. Let's see. Hold on. What time was this comment? 8:25. Okay, 8:25. What time is it now?
5 minutes ago.
Oh, 5 minutes ago. Damn, but that was a long time ago. No, I do not like him. Sam, I am.
Oh my God!
Like green eggs and ham. Go ahead on the Steelers. Yep. Return to sender. Oh, Russell. I think he's talking about Russell. We do not need the headache. We do not need the stress. We do not need to bring down the locker room. This will not help us rebuild.
Well, nobody's going to help us rebuild.
I'm assuming. You know what though? I don't remember the locker room with Russell. I don't remember if it was a toxic one or not.
It was in Seattle. I believe it was in Seattle, which is why he ended up.
Yeah, well, I mean,
out of there.
So I could speak a little bit on the Seattle fan base. First off, they're rabid about their team. Okay,
right.
I know I said it multiple times when and guys don't go nowhere. I see you. Where Channel 5 News would be like 12 are 12 are considered dead, and 8 of them have been eaten. But let's hear what Marshawn Lynch has to say first. That's pretty much the fan base, and I'm probably going to get banned on
You're
TikTok
not wrong
for saying that. But I mean, that's how rabid the fan base is about the Seahawks.
You're definitely not wrong.
Okay, Danny says, this is just me, frustrated as a fan. I do not like seeing my favorite team being led on by an what?
Egotistical.
Egotistical. I had to sign it out. Hooked on phonics worked for
It
me.
works. It works.
And I'm also Ebonics. I'm bilingual. I don't know if you knew that.
I'm bilingual.
Okay. Jesus, guys, thank you so much for all these what do you call it?
Comments.
Man, there's a lot. I appreciate that. I can't get to them all. I got to get to these people in the backstage. I'm gonna bring up that dude, and then everybody else. I'll bring y'all up. Shirley, Lucas, I see you too.
That dude, what's good, fam?
And
just another day in paradise.
Yeah, right.
So I want to, I guess, rephrase the question.
Oh, please do. Yes.
So, and this is just coming from somebody that had to witness the monstrosity that Aaron Rodgers has been for like a better part of 10 years of my life.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So I feel like what he gave in New York for the Jets the last 2 years, even though the first year technically doesn't count because he wasn't there because his ankle broke off. I personally, if I had to pick, I know you don't want to hear bridge quarterback, but in this scenario, if I'm picking the lesser of two evil when it comes to Russell or Aaron Rodgers to mentor Sanders, if that's who y'all draft. I didn't mean to say that y'all were going to get him, but hypothetically, that's a lot of mock drafts have him going there. Regardless, I would rather have Russell Wilson.
I agree.
The continuity that they could have versus because let's be honest, Shedeur Sanders has an ego as big as the sun. You pair that up with another ego the size of Aaron Rodgers, it does good for nobody.
Right.
But that's just me.
Well, I mean, you kind of make sense because, and I'm gonna put a little personal twist to it. Okay. When Angie and I were married for it was like past our first year, and I was PCSing to Germany. We were PCSing to Germany. Okay. And we had to clear housing. And so I had to stay with my father-in-law for a couple of days before we went to the airport. And I love my father-in-law. I call him Pops. I can't call him Dad because I already got a dad. I can only call him
Touche.
Pops, right?
Touche.
So, and I will never say to another grown man, Daddy, like hell. Okay.
I got no quarrels with that.
Right. And you agree, right?
Yes.
I'm saying and.
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. I saw you.
I was just admiring that dude's T-shirt because I have the same one.
Which one? Oh,
the one he's wearing.
Okay. Gotcha. So anyway, I will never forget. My wife and I were sleeping in bunk beds because he has other kids. And so we're sleeping in the bunk bed, and he was like loud in the kitchen, and then somebody said to him, "Hey, kind of keep it down. People are sleeping here." And my father-in-law said this, and I quote him, "This is my house." And I right then and there, I said to myself, I say all that to tell you this: two kings can't stay in the same house. So when you got Aaron Rodgers with his ego, his big head, and his arrogantness, his playing the victim 24/7,
diva,
and thank you, egotistical. I'm quoting Danny, egotistical,
aka LeBron.
And then you got Shedeur, okay, who I mean, we could say what we want. He hasn't proven himself in the league yet, okay. And some would even argue, some people even argue he didn't even prove himself in college when he went to D1, when he went to Colorado, because of his shortcomings, his first year. And then of course his performance in the Alamo Bowl, people criticize him for that. Those you make a really good point about, Russell Wilson and also, teaming up with whoever we get as a quarterback. I remember, Brett Favre when Rodgers was there. I'm not paid to coach him. That's not
I'm
my.
like, it's literally the same thing reincarnated all over again.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing reincarnated all over again.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why a lot of people are trying to put him with Minnesota.
But this is the thing. I think this is the thing. If
I'm
he
gonna
goes
add,
to Minnesota, it's
Daryl.
not. I don't think that's gonna work. If he goes to Pittsburgh, which most people are saying is gonna happen,
That's what
I think one of two things is gonna happen in Pittsburgh. One, he's
What's
gonna
up?
win. He's gonna win and do whatever he's gonna do, right?
Right.
Or two, Mike Tomlin's gonna get fired.
I don't think Mike Tomlin would ever get fired. At least
Well,
not
If
for the
you
next
let
like,
Aaron
5
Rodgers
years.
into that locker room, he is going to destroy everything in Pittsburgh.
He will.
if okay,
And that's if he
Debatable.
goes to
Debatable.
Pittsburgh. That's if he goes to Pittsburgh.
well,
And
I'll
I'm
say
not-
this. Okay, look. First of all, since we're talking about Mike Tomlin, let me say my 2 piece in a biscuit, and then I'll step aside. I don't understand the argument that people are putting Tomlin down because all he does is win. Okay. Now, is he like Belichick winning Super Bowls? No. But the man gives the team an opportunity to make it to the dance. Now, you know, when you get in the playoffs, the ball got to float your way. Being a Giants fan, 2 years, the last 2 Super Bowls we got, that's how we got what we got. And that's why we got 2 extra Lombardi trophies. Okay. I don't understand the argument how people are throwing at Mike Tomlin because he's not successful in the playoffs. I've said it many times on this show. Coach, and the players execute. Okay. And again, with this quick turnaround, well, the success that Mike Tomlin got with Russell Wilson, granted, he took a Kenny Pickett team, Pittsburgh team, to the playoffs as well. Let's not forget about that. Okay. I just don't understand why Russell is not staying at Pittsburgh. Fields and Russell are both gone. Okay. Now back to Aaron Rodgers. If Mike Tomlin, because of that argument, right, of Mike Tomlin not winning the Super Bowl, only, haven't won a playoff game in whatever amount of years. If Mike Tomlin does not have a winning record this year, and if it's worse, and I'm not talking like an 8-9 season. I'm talking like a 6. What is it? The way they play 17 games?
6 and 11.
6 and 11
season. Oh yeah, he's out of there.
And there's no disrespect to him. It's just I feel like it's just a lot of things. The winning seasons make him look good. And again, I'm not taking away. He's a great coach. He's a proven coach. Cool. But I feel like, me personally, I would have kept either Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, one or the other.
Right.
My thing with the whole Tomlin thing is, and I agreed, guy does nothing but have winning seasons. But Shannon Sharp made a really good point.
Well, here's the reason why I'm starting this conversation. But go ahead.
Of all those seasons, how many of those seasons were 9-8?
Were quite a few of them.
8 and 7, 9.
Just
and 7,
one game over 500.
But that's
quite
my point. So if you're content with being,
mediocre,
9 and 7, 9 and 8, is that really worth calling a winning season? I mean, technically it is.
On paper, it is.
Hold on. Let me just throw a little question out there. 2011, when we won our Super Bowl, what was our record?
Y'all were a wild card team.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Okay,
but again, at 9, you were a wild card team that actually won a Super Bowl. Again, how many times?
Actually, we were 9-7. We won a division.
Either way,
we didn't have a playoff home game.
Either way, let me just say this, and then you can go ahead and talk. This is what the difference to me, how I see it. One, Mike Tomlin, yes, he may have that one game over 500 a handful of times, right? But still can't get it out the first round for the last 7 years.
Exactly.
Just about.
The Seattle Seahawks were 7-9 division champs and beat the New Orleans Saints in the first round of the playoffs as an under 500 team. Way back when.
No. They won the division and they had.
But they beat the Saints. It doesn't matter. You're under 500. After a certain while, that nostalgia of you winning every season fades away.
And after years of going to the playoffs, just going to the playoffs and not
Lovey
winning a
Smith
Super
went
Bowl.
10 and
Now
7,
he's
and we
won.
got fired.
He's won one. And again, if you think about it, Tom Coughlin had the 2 Super Bowl seasons, right?
Yep.
They let him go quicker than Tomlin, and yet
Coughlin
had
resigned.
2.
Yeah, Coughlin left.
I'm sorry. Wait, we talking about Coughlin, right?
Yeah, Coughlin didn't leave.
Tom
I was gonna say-
Coughlin. No, they didn't extend him. That's what it is. They didn't extend him.
I was
They
gonna say,
told
got
him
laid
he
off.
would-
really got
they
fired.
no,
But
let's
hold
call
on,
it what
okay.
it is. They told
Okay,
him
listen.
if he don't resign, they're gonna fire him. That's
Okay,
exactly
all
what
right.
happened.
Well, no, they didn't extend his contract. No, now look. Okay, I'm gonna say this.
Same thing.
You can't. Well, no, resign and not extending is. He finished his contract.
He was forced
and
to resign.
They didn't. Well, they didn't extend his contract.
So they laid him off.
Now
Right,
I would
that's
say
fired.
if he would have resigned, if he would have quit, right? That's what resignation means. If he would have quit, that means he still had some time on his contract and he didn't fulfill the obligation, whatever the case may be. And if he was fired, he would have been given that money anyway. Now, I just want to say this real quick. Ironically, we cannot compare the Pittsburgh Steelers, that franchise, with the New York Giants franchise. Okay, and I say this because the Steelers only had 3 head coaches. They don't just fire and hire coaches like other franchises do. So I think to say that, I wouldn't compare. What's the Steelers family name? I don't know what. Did anybody?
The Rooneys.
The
Rooney's.
Rooney's.
I knew it was right there. I mean, the Rooneys and the Mars. I mean, they're 2 different. And the Tishes. I'm sorry, because Tish also has some piece of the Giants. It's 2 different styles of ownership. Way 2 different styles. Because, like I said, to be in a franchise that only had 3 head coaches, that says something about a franchise. In my opinion. And I'm going to count how many. I got his stats right here, and I'm going to count how many 9-8 or 8-7 seasons Tomlin had. So go ahead and conversate amongst yours.
You were talking about the Tom Coughlin and how they were 9-7 and won the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the difference between Coughlin and Tomlin. When Coughlin had a 9-7 or 10-6 season, they went on and won the Super Bowl or did well in the playoffs. The Steelers, anytime they go above 500, at least in recent years, they just lose in the wild card. The last time that they made it to the AFC Championship was against the Patriots, and they got killed.
And that's my point. You can keep making the playoffs. If you're not making steps forward, it's just like a regular season team. Let's take the right now, the Giants right now. As Giants fans, let's be honest. We would be ecstatic if we could win 8 games this year. Am I lying?
Oh, hell
no.
Okay, so that's my point.
I'm a Bears fan,
Take
and
a
if
step
we
forward.
win 8 games, I'm ecstatic.
But let me put it to you this way. If
All
we
right.
went 10 years in a row with making the wild card or playoffs, which technically is a wild card, making the
Yeah.
playoffs, but that's as far as we go, are you still happy?
Heck no. At that point,
No.
That's my point.
Okay, so I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 seasons that he went either 500 or 1 game over
And
500.
how long has he been there?
He's been there
23 years, I think.
2007.
I was gonna say, I think 18.
It was 2007. Now
You said he had 7 of them.
Also, it's been the last 4 times they've been in the playoffs. They've lost in the wild card.
Yeah.
Now now they made the playoffs the 4 out of 5 years. And the last time, they lost in the divisional round in 2017. In 2016, they lost in the conference championship.
God, that was brutal.
They played in the divisional.
That's what I was
15, 14. Of course, they lost in the Super Bowl, right, against Aaron Rodgers.
Ah,
Yeah.
But Ant, to respond to your question, right?
Uh-huh.
you can't use Giants or even the fan base of the Giants because our bar is so low right now.
Yeah, but I'm thinking but my point is this: if you ask any team, any fan of any team, if your team is only winning just enough games to get you to the playoffs and nothing more, I can pretty much guarantee you that they're all going to say the same thing. Well, yeah, it's great, but I want to win. I want to win, not just
Yeah.
games. I want to
No, I
go
mean,
that next step.
Exactly.
And that, you know what? And that is
So-
completely fair because when we debate against Dallas Cowboy fans, that's what we say to them.
Right.
That's exactly what we
So-
say to them. Go ahead,
So
Daryl.
we're sitting here talking about Tom Coughlin. I mean, not Tom Coughlin, but Mike.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike Tomlin.
Mike
Yes,
Tomlin.
and we ain't been to the Super Bowl since 2011. That's damn near 13, 14 years. Okay.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
could buy
I'd
tickets.
rather hold on. I don't know how many coaches we done had since then, and this man keeps
4,
putting
5.
up winning seasons, and we sitting here complaining about him not making it to the Super Bowl every year. Are you serious? Are you serious?
But again, let me ask that question to you. Are you content with just making it to the playoffs?
If I ain't been to the playoffs in
So then-
14
so then
years,
let's-
and I
let's
only
re-
been
hey,
one
let's rephrase
twice,
the question.
Not the
Let's
point.
rephrase the question, man.
Daryl,
Hey, let's
Daryl.
rephrase the question. Okay.
Think
Daryl.
of the
It-
Giants as the Steelers right
No,
now.
let's rephrase this question. So, as Pittsburgh being a 6-time Super Bowl champion, right?
right?
Let's start that off right there, right? In the last
Okay.
18 years, you've made the playoffs about minus twice, right? You've
Uh-huh.
won one Super Bowl. You've had plenty of teams that could have contended, right? But you keep getting knocked out, right? These last 4 years, you looked good, but you just can't get over the hump. So my thing is, being as competitive as the Steelers Nation is as a team, year in and year out, after a while, when does the mediocre just become not good enough anymore? Yes, I know you're winning. Winning is winning. I'm not disputing that. Winning is winning. However, at what point does that winning not enough because it's not proving to be enough anymore? So when does the change happen?
That's like
Daryl.
being content. That's just like being
Daryl,
content as a
hold on,
Giants
Ant,
fan.
hold on. Daryl, answer the question because I do have a rebuttal to that. Go ahead.
I can't answer that question because I just don't see it.
What's
up, Dan?
Well,
He's a winner. Just point up. I mean, if I was the owner, I couldn't fire him. What
So-
else is out there? What
Okay, but
else is out
okay.
there?
All right. This was when you were talking about what you were saying, that dude. And Ed, I'm sorry I cut you off, but Daryl wanted to say something. And I wanted to see if he had a response to that. Let's look at the Buffalo Bills for right now. Okay, perfect example, the Buffalo Bills. Right. I think for me, it's the fact that they're competing every year. Now, are they winning? Have they even won one? No, but they're in the fight. I think that's what I'm trying to articulate. Now, are the Steelers winning Super Bowls? Not since 2009. No, they're not. But they did compete in another one and lost to Green Bay a couple years later. They did lose in a conference championship not too far ago, right? And I think from the standpoint of a Giants fan, right, I would love for us to at least have our names in the hat. There's always a chance for a ball to bounce our way, a call to go our way, something. That's all I'm saying. I would rather have the opportunity and the possibility to move on than none at all. Than these losing seasons that we've had, since. Oh, look at it. Look, we haven't had double digit winning seasons since 2000. Since 2000 what 11, 2016 when we made the playoffs. Those are the last
And
two
how many?
Those are the last two seasons.
Do me a favor, Sneaky. See how many he has doubles. How many wins? How many double-digit wins does he have?
Daryl, I'm gonna tell you this: more than 2.
Okay, that's exactly
More than
that's
2
my point.
since 2011. I'll
That's
tell
my
you that.
point. That's my point.
So I mean, no, the ultimate goal is to get
Is to
another
win the Super Bowl.
The ultimate goal is to get a Lombardi trophy. Yes, I hear
Yes.
you, and you're right. But to at least if we don't have, I mean, if we don't get to the dance,
It's all for nothing.
And
We
I
can't
want to
even do
bring up,
the electric slide.
and I want to bring up Sneaky to the point. Sneaky, to the point that you made, using the Buffalo Bills. Here's the difference.
I
The
didn't
Bills
mean
are-
to yell at
the
you,
Bills-
Ed.
Huh?
I didn't mean to yell earlier.
Oh no, you're good. I ain't mad.
Oh, okay, bro.
I'm got a thick skin. I think he'd be all right.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
mean,
good.
it's 50 amp, but I'm,
I ain't mad at you. I'm just going to say to Sneaky's point when it pertains to the Buffalo Bills. I understand what you're saying, but here's the difference: the Buffalo Bills make it to that conference championship games year after.
Mhm.
The problem for Buffalo is they need to learn how to beat Kansas City. Once that's done, Buffalo's there.
I
Yeah,
think
you're
they've
right.
only been to
That's
the
the
AFC
difference.
Championship game at least one time.
They're one step away.
I was gonna say
Where-
they made it twice within the last few years.
And
Yes.
it wasn't Josh Allen's fault either, so we got to make that.
No, you're
Sometimes he
right.
be playing hero
that's
ball.
that's for another. Oh, and I hear you. But go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish your thought, Ant.
Okay,
before I
Daniel.
go.
That was
Okay.
it. That was just the point I was trying to make. It's just he's only one step away. So him. So all right. So if the Giants, and I'm going to use our team because it's been a while. If the Giants somehow were to make it to the NFC Championship game 4, 5, 6 years in a row, and I know that
Why
our
you slamming
only
doors,
thing
honey?
is that one step. I can be content with that until as a fan, I go, when are we going to take that step? But that even becomes old. That's the point I'm getting at.
Well, let me get this. I'm so sorry, guys. We're having a really good discussion, and I am totally neglecting the comment boxes. I am so sorry.
I'm telling you too.
Bump them kids.
Who was that just? If you gonna burp, can you mute your mic? Damn. We don't need that smell like burnt spaghetti over here. Come on now, people.
I hate it here.
No, I'm picking, but no, I would love. I understand where you're coming from, and no, the ultimate goal is to win a Super Bowl. Okay, and when it's playoff time, and the fact that we haven't been to the playoffs, or the rarity of us being in the playoffs, because it's not like the 90s, it's not like the 80s, 90s, or even in the 2000s where we were pretty much competing, but we weren't winning, we weren't going over the hump. And there's going to be that scenario where we're trying to get over the hump, But I mean, look, I can honestly say at least we're not like the Raiders, like 80. What was that, Aaron?
Oh, you didn't have to do that.
Aaron,
You
what?
ain't had
Aaron,
to
what?
do that.
Aaron, what?
Hey, 1983?
80? Was
You
it
over
83?
here catching straight bullets and ain't even said nothing yet.
That's what I got the Dodgers hat on. That's what
God,
2009. 2009, right?
He said a whole lot with that hat on. He don't gotta say nothing. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I ain't got no pocket.
I'll take it off for now.
Hold on. Y'all want to talk about a team like having some playoff misery? Let's talk about the Miami Dolphins for a second, bro.
It's gonna be short,
bro, because the last time them boys won a playoff game,
1999.
I was just born.
You know, the last time I remember the
Yeah,
Dolphins
against the
being relevant,
Bills, 98.
the
in
last
98
time I
season.
remember the Dolphins being relevant was when Ricky Williams was the running back.
Well, I'd even take it. I'd take it further back and say Dan Marino was
high
quarterback. That's when.
At least at that point, they was making playoff runs to the Super Bowl.
So
Unlike
Tanya said, and Aaron, I had to bring you in because you were quiet. And this is either you start talking or your fire alarm goes off. One of the two. So I had to make sure I bring you in somehow. For comparison, the Giants have had one double-digit win since Coughlin left, Yet they thought Coughlin was the problem. Damn it! When you put it in that perspective,
Thanks
That's
a
how I
lot,
feel
John
about
Mario.
Lovie Smith. We was 10-6 and he got fired. And I'm like, we ain't been we've been doo-doo trash since
Right.
we fired Lovie
Right.
Smith.
We know why Lovie Smith got fired.
Because he
But
black.
wow, yeah. Hey,
I ain't scared.
hey,
I
if you
ain't
weren't gonna
scared.
say it, I was gonna say it.
I was gonna say it too.
I ain't scared.
I was gonna
And
say
the
it too.
same way that Chicago did him, he did them in return for Houston because Houston did him dirty too.
Houston did, yeah. Well, he only had the one season there.
One season, and he cost
Yeah.
them the number one pick. All right, y'all
Oh,
want to let
and-
me go? Screw y'all.
Oh, and the Patriots with Gerard Mayo this past season.
Well, they dropped him because they wanted Vrabel. Verbal? What's his name?
Yeah,
Dirty,
yeah.
man.
Vrabel.
Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
Still dirty.
So back to what Ed was saying about Aaron Rodgers. Maybe they waiting on him because they know he's the best available quarterback out there.
That's a lie.
Wait. You mean best quarterback free agent wise?
Yes, yes.
That's a lie. Ain't no way nobody
Well,
thinks
I mean,
that.
you know what? You bring up a good question. And Ann, I don't know if you want to chime in on this as well. Who is the best quarterback available out there
Let's look it up.
I was gonna say my
Jameis
opinion,
Winston.
Russell Wilson.
Gardner Minshew.
Who said Jameis Winston?
Me.
That was Lucas.
Turn the light on.
You go to hell for that one. You know you wrong for that one.
Don't you do that on nobody's franchise? Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I love Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is a great human being, but that boy got problems up in his mental sometimes.
I can agree with that.
Yo, Aaron.
He needs to be behind the TV and just stay there.
Aaron, I heard what you just said, and why are you lying? Because he's not even a free agent anymore. He got signed somewhere today.
Who, Minshew? Yeah, he's Patty Mahomes back up.
What the entire?
He's going.
What about Carson
What?
Wentz?
He's going to KFC. KFC.
Yeah,
He's going to KFC?
he just signed a deal with Kansas City.
That's
Wow.
right. I know it was
Yeah,
somewhere.
he gonna ride that bench.
What about Wentz?
Carson.
He's a free agent.
He just needs to
He's a free
retire.
agent.
Mind?
Hear me out. He just had
I
a
would
year
never.
under. He just had a year under Mahomes.
Do you want him?
That
least
does
he'll
not
have
mean.
some
Do you want him?
anything.
No.
Carson
I don't
Wentz-
want him.
Bro, if this
Nah.
was 2018, yes. But this is 2025. I do not want Carson Wentz anywhere near my franchise. Get him out of here.
Get back there.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, now, so are we gonna if we were to sign Carson Wentz, right, and then we let him go, and then is he an automatic shoe-in for signing for the Dallas Cowboys just so he can be on every single NFC East team? I mean, yeah.
Oh my God, that would be crazy.
That would be diabolical.
If we sign
Wentz,
Carson
yeah.
Wentz, I quit.
Diabolical. Oh,
I mean,
Yeah.
we're-
Hold on.
I can
Tanya
see Jerry
said.
doing that.
So Tanya said, Sneaky, and to put into perspective, since 2015, we've had 5 coaches in 10 years. The life expectancy of a coach is 2 years or less. Yeah, I've said that.
God.
Yeah.
Why?
it's because all of our coaches have had almost zero experience. Think about it. McAdoo, he was the offensive
former
coordinator.
offensive coordinator. Pat
Just-
Shermer,
True.
also former offensive
Shermer, they only hired him because he did well, 1 year with Minnesota?
and he was an OC. He wasn't even the head coach.
He was a head coach for
The
Cleveland.
one time he was a
Yeah,
head
he wasn't
coach,
successful.
he was the head coach of the Browns for a little bit.
The only head coach of the Browns I know that has had any type of success is Kevin Stefanski.
You want to hear
That's
the
it.
most notable free agent quarterbacks that are still available right now?
What's up?
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers,
Ew.
Trey Lance,
Oh.
Drew Lock, Flacco, Winston, Wentz, Cooper Rush, Russell Wilson,
Oh,
Teddy Bridgewater,
Teddy Two Gloves.
and then everybody else. I don't know who the hell they are.
Wait. Bridgewater, he came out of retirement?
He came out of retirement last season.
Oh,
Really
yeah,
out
he's
front
still
with
with
the
Detroit,
Lions.
Oh, yeah,
right?
'cause he
Yeah.
was Detroit's
He was in Detroit.
But if he
He
decides to stay unretired,
He did win the state championship with his high school. He was the head coach, to his defense.
he won
I mean-
he won a title before the Cowboys did.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Right.
Hey, Mac, I appreciate you coming on, man. What are your thoughts on this free agency journey that we're going through? That's first question. But my second one, following up on that one, who do you want? Mark. I said Mac. I'm sorry, Mark.
Leave it to Sneaky to always be consistently messing up people's names.
Hey, I'm consistent.
I don't want.
That's for sure.
Damn, you got me on the spot here. I think they should just, if they get Sanders, I think they just should groom him. Because, like you said earlier, Sneaky, we don't want two egos. If we did pick Rodgers, we don't want two egos, hogging up the spotlight and stuff like that. So I just want to win, man.
That's why
For
I'm
real.
thinking. That's why I'm thinking the two candidates that I would go for right now, other than Wilson and Rodgers, are Joe Flacco and or Jameis Winston.
They just had
That's actually valid.
They just had an interview with Joe Flacco today.
I wonder.
You know what? I would like Flacco. I would be all right with Flacco because
Winston would be great for.
Well, and not only that, the only reason why I say that is because Flacco, he was with the Browns, had some success with them, took it to the playoffs. He was obviously with the Colts last year, backing up the rookie. He wasn't a rookie last year, but Richardson. I believe that I can see Flacco being that mentor that we need, that veteran mentor. I wouldn't be surprised if on the list is Rodgers is number one and then Flacco. Although, if Dable as a coach he's very intelligent. I know he probably wants to go for the Rodgers because of the persona and what they think he will bring to the team. I get that. But for me, in order to be a successful franchise, I would like to have Flacco. But then at the same time, will say a Sanders listen to what Flacco has to say? That's another thing that we got to put in perspective. And this is all if we were to get Sanders or even Cam. I mean, look, to be fair, and I'm going to say this, to be fair, speaking as, and you're never a former quarterback, you're always a quarterback, okay? Being me as a quarterback on a football field, and, because you have your doubters and you have your haters, you're always going to have that ego. You're always going to have that, I can beat you. Watch me. I'm better than you. Watch me. Every quarterback has that. I don't care if the quarterback is not that way. And I know there's a thin line to being conceited and confident. I get that. And I do teeter on that line a lot. But then that's when the egos come into play. How much will Sanders, I don't want to say tolerate, but have that welcoming, not welcome, be willing to be mentored. I think that's what I'm looking for.
I think the thing that hinders Sanders, in my opinion, seeing him play from Jackson State all the way to Colorado, seeing his interviews at the combine and just interviews in general, I get it that when you're a quarterback or just an athlete, you're confident. I get that. But I feel like his mixing it with Rodgers in that locker room I think it's going to be a battle. And I think you can tame him in a sense, and I don't mean that in like he's just this wild athlete that's just going to do whatever he wants. I feel like, one, look at his dad. He's a reflection of what his father is.
Yeah.
His father is flashy. So
Right.
What would you expect anything else from his kids? You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're a quarterback, you have this ego. I'm the guy. I'm the leader. This is my team.
And that dude. Let me tell you. And I'm gonna just want to throw this out there.
Yeah.
They had a competition on NFL Network of who was the most charisma player in NFL history. Was Deion number one? I'm gonna, if anybody knows, do you know? Was Deion number one? No, he wasn't. Joe Namath was, and Deion Sanders was pissed off because of that.
We're not gonna get started on
I
Joe
think
Namath.
Dion was number 2. I think. I think. So I'm just saying that Dion felt slighted by just not being the number 1
So
charisma.
imagine if you get drafted to the Giants. The Giants are a big market team. You play in Jersey, but you're New York.
It's New York,
right? So that alone in itself, and you add that to the ego that Shedeur Sanders has, he's going to feel himself. And you're going to sit here and tell me if you sign Aaron Rodgers, another man that feels himself, even though it looks different, he feels himself. You're telling me that's going to bode well for your rookie quarterback?
Right.
No.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need another Cam Newton.
If you're really wanting to if you get Sanders and you're really wanting him to be your franchise quarterback, it's chess, not checkers. And getting Aaron Rodgers is not going to help him long term because he's going to be like, I'm like, Joe Flacco's cool, but I still think Russell Wilson would be the better fit for
what's up, Chris?
Shedeur Sanders.
Listen, can I say something quickly?
Oh, go ahead, Lucas. Sorry, go ahead.
Look, I'm a huge Colorado fan. I've flown out to see him play in Boulder twice, and even I think he has some issues, especially not just off the field but on the field. You can easily tell if there's a play where he has to just wait for a receiver to get open, he's always running around and doing whatever, and then ends up getting sacked. And it happened when he had no O-line, and it happened last year when they went 9-3, 9-4.
And that's where I don't think you can blame the quarterback like Russell Wilson, because he's getting out of the pocket. He's trying to extend the plays. If there's nothing available, then what else is going to happen? He can't be running around the field for an hour.
This is the thing, though, because Caleb does it. Because Caleb Williams does it too. He's holding on to the ball way too long, expecting the play to open up instead of throwing it away, and he takes too many sacks. Shedeur Sanders took too many sacks last year in Colorado.
That brings up a good point too, because when they were comparing, and I know not a lot of people aren't going to like to hear this, but this is why Jackson Dart's name keeps getting brought up, because the one thing that Dart does that Cam doesn't necessarily do right away, and Shedeur barely does, if at all, is he'll look his progressions through. If they're not open, he's running forward. Everything he does is positive yards. And that's why Jackson Dart's name is getting higher and higher and higher, because he has that QB instinct that I've been talking about. I think that it's possible that Jackson Dart could go in the top 10.
Wow.
And I think the Giants are one of the teams that are going to be heavily looking into him.
I think if we draft
I wouldn't mind Jackson Dart, to be honest.
If we draft Dart, WFAN is going to go insane.
That's okay.
Of course.
Of course. In the first round, if we draft Jackson Dart with the 3rd pick, WFAN is going to go nuts.
I don't see that happen. I mean,
the only way I see them taking Dart with the 3rd pick is if they're really not sold on Shedeur, and let's say Cam goes 1 and Hunter goes 2. I don't think the Giants are really in on Abdul with the Carter.
Yeah,
okay.
Carter.
I really don't think the Giants are in on that. Is he a great player? Yes. Can he probably help the Giants? Yes. I just don't think that's what they're looking for.
I was gonna say that'd be a little, in my opinion, that wouldn't be the greatest thing either, to draft an edge rusher at the 3 spot when we've already
I'll tell you this though. And I'm gonna be totally honest here. I don't care who the Giants draft, as long as he helps us win.
Yeah.
Facts.
I agree.
So I want to just touch. I want to kind of go back a little bit. That dude talked about the New York market, and I want to kind of have a little quick flashback of those 3 games that Tommy DeVito won us in the 2023 season.
Yep.
I mean, look, those 3 games, he only won us 3 games in a row in a dismal season, right? Which we can argue cost us Jaden Daniels, Okay, we can argue that.
Yeah.
But the reason why I want to bring that up, because that dude brought it up, is those 3 games that Tommy DeVito was winning games, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we put him on a pedestal. And for me as a fan, I knew we weren't going to go anywhere in the playoffs, but I was just enjoying the fact that we had some type of excitement for those 3 weeks.
I think a lot of that pedestal, though, wasn't just about the wins. I mean, it had probably the majority of that to do with it.
Mhm.
It's the fact that he's a homegrown Giants fan.
Well, yes,
playing
that
in his
does.
backyard. I mean,
Yes,
that just made
yeah.
the story that much more
Yeah.
intriguing.
There was a different podcaster when he was announced that he was going to be the quarterback starting week 12 after Danny got released. They were like, why are they starting him? Just to get the fans excited? Because they just signed Drew Lock to this contract, and they're like, you're not going to let Drew Lock play? So I think they just let him play in week 12 when they got killed for the excitement.
Yeah, my feeling on the whole Drew Lock thing is, and I kind of get it, they were just trying to fill a spot. They could have filled that spot with somebody a little cheaper. Let's not, say we
And
couldn't
possibly
have.
better because Drew Lock
Yeah.
was just terrible.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you say better. I mean, he was
possibly better.
Yeah, I mean, he was
But
decent in
even with
Denver.
that, getting somebody better, who's going to want to play in New York in the state that they were in?
That's another thing that's going on. People are just like,
Good point.
nobody wants to play here.
Because the culture, you have to change the culture. Trust me. I've
And
been
we
saying this for
tried.
I don't know how. And it's not. And again, when you have the mentality of coaches and players that are coming there just to get a check because they can't get signed or can't get a job anywhere else, and they're just coming there to get a bag, whether how big or small it is, it's not changing the mentality of that locker room until you get somebody. So again, getting Shedeur Sanders, because again, even when he went, he won only 4 or 5 games his first year in Colorado. His mentality was still the same. Yes, did he hate losing? But it didn't change that he went out there wanting to win every time. So if you get somebody like that, whether it's Shedeur Sanders or anybody else, you get somebody like that that's infectious like that in the locker room, it changes everything. That's why you don't need Aaron Rodgers.
So I want to bring this up real quick. So I went on I got my little handy dandy iPad here, and I'm looking at the mock draft post free agency. Okay, and this is dated 8 hours ago from a David Heilman, an NFL reporter. Okay, now this is how, as of today, this is how his mock draft is going. Okay, and I got to call bullshit. All right, not trying to diss him. I'm just calling bullshit to this to the way he has it played out. Number 1 overall, Cam Ward to the Titans. Okay, all right. Number 2. Who has the phone ringing? Oh, thank you. Number 2, Cleveland Browns, Travis Hunter. Okay. Number 3, Giant, Abdul Carter.
Yeah,
and then check this out. Number 4, the Raiders, because they trade up from the Patriots. Sanders.
Collusion.
I don't
think hold on. I don't think Sanders is gonna get past the Giants. I mean, I don't see that happening.
There's no way. 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 There's no way that he's gonna drop past you guys if he makes it that far.
I don't know, man. I saw 2 mock drafts today that have Sanders going to Cleveland. Here's the kicker. But only because Cleveland traded back into the first round with Washington for the number, was it 29th pick? So a lot of these guys, not a lot, but some of these guys are seeing them dropping.
Whoever gets drafted by Cleveland, just pray for them that they make it past their rookie contract.
All right, we got to pause for 1 second. We got to give a shout out to WTF. His basketball team is on the way to the University of Illinois for their state championship. You got this, bro. You got this. You're going to win it. And all I ask is, show me that shimmy. That's all I want. That's all I want. I want the shimmy, and I want the trophy. And I know you're gonna bring it home, baby. Do what you got to do, WTF. I mean, hey, we got you back. We got you back. We're rooting for you. Get it, man. Okay, all right. Let's continue. Sorry, I got hype. I got a little hype there.
I just can't see New York passing on an opportunity like Shedeur Sanders, regardless of how you feel about the man. Do I think that he's ready for the NFL? That's not for me to decide. I'm not a GM. I'm not a head coach. However, if I'm the New York Giants and he's on the board, I'm taking it.
Oh, you got to.
I'm taking it.
You have to.
I'm still hung up on if the Giants. Okay, let's say one or two, either one. One, Shador goes one, Cam goes two, or vice versa. I could see the Giants taking Travis Hunter and then trying to get back down into the first round and taking Jackson Dart. To me, that's a win.
Hold on. And remember Tuesday when we spoke about this, and I said that I can honestly see them taking Travis Hunter and then trading Travis Hunter for whoever picks up, say, Jackson Dart.
Yeah, but my thing is,
I don't know if I would give up Travis Hunter for Jackson Dart, though. That's
the point. It'd be cheaper for them to just draft back into the first round and just pick them up by giving away some capital.
Honestly, I think Travis Hunter is going to Cleveland.
Yeah, I don't think he's. If Cam Ward goes first overall to Tennessee, the next player off that board is 99.9%.
Yeah,
it's going to be Hunter. Like it's
and that's how the mock draft.
Every board is like that.
So I'm
still a little shocked. Good.
No. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying I'm still a little shocked that people are starting to get away from what I think is going to happen. I truly believe that the New York Football Giants are going to trade up to the 1 spot.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah.
They know who they want, and I don't think they're going to wait for him. They'd be stupid to wait for a guy that they want and then only to watch him get picked by one of the two teams in front of them.
I just got one bit of advice when it comes to that, just because I've lived it with Mitch Trubisky. If you know that motherfucker is going to be there in the 3rd spot, for the love of God, do not trade up if he's going to be there. Because 9 times out of 10, Shedeur Sanders is going to be there on the 3rd spot.
Yeah, he wants to be a Giant.
Do not.
That's a good trivia question, too.
Do not trade up just for him to be there still the next spot. Don't do it.
But again, that's my point. If Cam is who they want, and Cam is the consensus right now.
I don't think it's Cam, though.
But this is the thing. And even if let's just say for just Twilight Zone, let's say Shedeur goes to Tennessee, you still have Cam or Travis Hunter to pick from, which is perfectly fine.
That's not a bad choice. Not a bad.
Out of those 3, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, not a bad.
Let me hop into this one.
Go ahead, Danny.
I say this: if Russell Wilson chooses Cleveland, Giants are getting Shedeur Sanders.
Agreed.
Right? Am I wrong?
Okay. No, you're not.
If Russell Wilson chooses Cleveland, the Giants are drafting Shedeur Sanders.
And you know why that's a possibility? Because Russell Wilson is still getting paid by Denver. So all they got to do is offer that man a vet minimum and pay him $2-3 million. And any team technically can sign Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers to a vet minimum deal. And it's not hurting their team's cap space that much.
I think
so you're saying Russell Wilson getting paid twice?
I think
he is getting paid. He's getting paid $56 million from Denver. So all you got to pay
Yeah.
We need to go out and sign Trevor Bauer. That's it.
Well, I want to go to Danny's question. Danny Rivera's question. Okay, besides the quarterback talk, how do you guys feel about the additions to the offensive side of the ball?
Wide receiver.
He said, what is it?
He said, Sneaky, what do you think we need to add to our offense besides
QB?
O-line
depth. QB. You need a line.
Wide receiver.
A right guard.
I want Mekhi Becton.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with that.
So, Lucas, when you said wide receiver, and guys, I mean, you could agree or disagree. It's fine.
Yeah.
I think our receiving room is heavy right now.
It is. I just feel like it's low experienced. Our wide receiver one right now is a second-year player, and we obviously
However, but he is talented though.
But Malik Neighbors is him.
Yeah, Malik. I mean,
He's
I'm
the
not-
goat, baby.
I'm like, he
He's
is
the
him.
goat, baby.
I mean, there's a difference in having a one-year
I-
player.
I wanted him, but other than Rome, and it's nothing against Rome, but I would have preferred.
Romadunze.
That's OBJ Jr.
There's a
Yo, for
difference
real.
between a rookie player and Neighbors. A huge difference.
Yeah, and I'm
And
not
then the
saying
fact that you paid $36 million for Slayton, I still haven't figured out why y'all did that, but whatever.
Because that's the market for that type of wide
hear
receiver.
I hear you. I would have let him walk.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, the reason why we paid Slayton that $36 million is
He
because
produces.
he
But
is
you know,
him.
The
He
wide
is
receiver,
him.
the wide,
That's
I
why.
mean,
He
the
could
wide
be
receiver
him
market
somewhere
wasn't all
else.
that great.
All right.
Nah.
All right.
Nah,
Listen,
nah.
the actual reason that they signed Slayton is because A, he's still a good receiver. B,
Okay.
he's a great locker room presence. He's the guy that's holding down
Yeah.
the locker room. That is
Well,
literally
McKinney
why
was
they
a
signed
great locker room presence.
But he's
No,
not
he
here
was
right now. That's
not-
the point.
He chased the bag.
Exactly.
And
Apparently he helped.
Slayton and Malik got a good relationship. So
That too.
Yes.
I have no quarrels with Slayton as a player, and Malik Neighbors clearly. I'm like Malik Neighbors, what he did last year, and he missed 2-3 games last year
Yeah.
due to injury,
Something
and
like
he
that,
still was
something
able
like
to get
that, yeah.
over 1,000
Still got
yards.
1,000 yards. Yeah.
So I'm like, with the most inconsistent quarterback room possibly all of last year.
I was gonna say
No
Travis
disrespect.
Kelce in the league.
So
But
it's such a
dude-
Jalen Hyatt though.
let-
Jalen
let-
Hyatt
let me-
sucks. I mean, it's
let me ask you this, that dude.
oh Lord,
What player on the Chicago Bears, right?
Uh-huh.
That you just admire the most, and you do not want to see leave the Chicago Bears? What player is that?
Jay Cutler.
Who? He could stay where he at. And his cigarettes.
Jake Cutler. I'm so
Me
dead.
personally, and I might be biased, just because he's a Texas product, but Roshan Johnson.
Okay. So how you feel about him is exactly how I feel about
And I get it.
Clayton.
I get it. I can't.
Like-
I'm not like upset that y'all paid him for 36
He's
million.
loyal. He's loyal.
No,
You
no,
know-
I'm not saying you're. I'm not saying you're saying I'm upset. I'm just saying that the fact that we kept him is just I understand why we kept him,
Got it.
right? And nobody, even other Giant fans, don't have to. But I just like what Slayton does on the field, and kind of echoing what Ant says, how he is in the locker room.
He's
What the other players-
basically
'cause
And,
now-
that's a big key. That's a big key.
Right now, he's the old man on the team now.
He's
that's
basically the
Yes,
what's
sir.
I want that title.
taking Shepard's place.
Yeah.
He's in the mirror.
Yeah, you're right, Ant. That's basically what he's doing. Yep.
Oh, hell. Hold on, guys.
What
Hold on.
happened?
Oh Lord.
Did somebody say
Lucy,
something?
bring it on.
Oh,
Ew.
jeez.
Oh.
I should have known. Oh,
Oh, it's Chris. Chris is harmless.
my
Dallas
guy,
Cowboys.
what's going on, baby?
What's up, man?
Go blue.
What's up, brothers? How y'all doing?
Well,
What's up, Chris?
Hey, we here. We're here.
Sneaky, the way you made it sound like you ran on Kurtz, bro.
Yeah,
I know. I had to do
Chris.
that. I had to do that to y'all.
Hey, I appreciate that introduction, Sneak.
I actually like Chris.
And Chris, and the reason why I did that was because I wanted the anticipation.
Yo, I really
You
thought
know,
it was
to build.
Kurtz.
I wanted to build.
Danny, same, bro.
You
I
know.
really thought it was Kurtz.
Yeah, I know.
I was nervous.
Hey man, I saw it was a party going on. I was like, man, I wasn't invited to the damn party, so let me
It's
go
a
on and
pity
do
party.
He wedding crashing over here.
Hey, but y'all, you know, when I'm having a party, if you don't bring nothing, you don't eat nothing. Simple as that. So I'm glad you brought a plate.
Let's
I'm
be
glad you
honest
brought a
here.
plate.
Let's be honest here. The only reason Chris is here is because our Giants are keeping all the media away from what the Cowboys are doing behind the scenes.
They're not
Bro,
doing anything.
Absolutely
behind the
nothing.
scenes.
Actually,
Hey, I got breaking news.
Oh yeah, breaking news. They let go.
Cowboys didn't do anything.
Actually, they made a couple of trades, mostly both to their defense.
I didn't come
They
in
got a
here.
running back, I think.
I did not
Yeah,
come
that
in here
too.
to disturb y'all party. I just came in here because I didn't want to be.
He said, I come in here in
Who did?
peace.
J.K. Dobbins?
I just want to be seen.
Chris is like, I come in here in peace, y'all.
All
No
of a sudden,
drama.
I get dog piled just because my name Dallas Cowboys. I was like, hey guys, y'all having a good time. I was enjoying the show. And hang out
I
with
apologize.
Yeah,
I apologize. I apologize.
Who you got? You got J.K.
Me
Dobbins?
too, man.
Who?
Javonte Williams.
Dobbins?
Javonte Williams. Javonte
Oh,
Williams.
that's who it was. That's who it was.
No,
Yeah.
he's not terrible.
No, he's good.
He's not a bad running back. It was just like
Better
of
than
all
Zeke.
things though. That's what you
Why
said.
Way
did y'all
better than
let
Zeke.
go DeMarcus Lawrence though?
Because he wanted that bag.
I
Did
can't-
you
Uh,
see what he said though? And
You want to
is-
chase the ring. You want to
This
chase
is,
the ring.
this is my thing. This is my thing.
This is a
You took
family
a shot.
show.
You
I
took a
can't
shot
come
in Dallas. You took
Yeah.
a shot at Dallas.
Hold on, that dude. Hold on before you say that, because I don't know anything about this, and I want to hear it from Chris.
Go ahead, my
Oh,
man.
Chris,
go ahead.
Chris,
The
Chris.
floor is
what-
yours.
I said, this is a family show. I can't curse, okay? Because what I want to say about him, you wouldn't like.
You put it in front.
What did he say? What did he say about the Dallas Cowboys, Chris?
What'd he say?
What I saw how you just brought me up on the solo screen so you can hear it.
You
The
myself.
floor is yours,
I
bro.
will say it sneaky because you know me, I bag mine up wherever I go. Okay.
Right, facts. Okay, what did he say?
He said, I knew I can't win a Super Bowl in Dallas. That's why I left. That's what he said.
Wow.
Damn, boy.
Well, you
that
know
cut
what
you
though?
deep, didn't it?
You know what?
But
though?
he's not
Garrett-
gonna win one in Seattle, so I don't
That's
know
my
what shit
point.
he talking.
Yeah, but you know what though? Think,
Yeah.
let's think about this. Let's put it in this perspective. Let's put it in this perspective.
Mhm.
Didn't Myles Garrett just get done saying the same thing about Cleveland? Oh, that's right. They gave him the bag.
Yeah,
Oh, that- yeah.
Cleveland,
Yeah.
Cleveland doesn't care
Yeah.
about their franchise.
Cleveland don't care. They just want to, yeah.
Jerry likes to keep his money in his pocket.
All right, I got a question for Chris. Well, I don't have a question, but B. Murphy does. Okay, he said a question for Chris: why did CD and Dak restructure their contract for if the Cowboys don't spend money?
Because it just started.
Well, no, he just started. I think they're clearing money for number 11, Micah. That's what they're doing.
That's what it is.
They're not.
That's what they
clearing
bring
money.
back. That's what they bring back Lawrence.
Yeah. So that's the only reason they're clearing money. I mean, because they, think about it. Miles just got 40.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, Parsons gonna ask for 45. So
Yo,
because
Parsons
Crosby got
50.
I'm like,
35.
Parsons might be on his way out the door. I'm not even going to
Who?
lie.
Hey,
that?
Sneaky, I got to get going, brother. I got to be up at 4 a.m.
All right, man. I appreciate
Get your
you,
ass to
Aaron.
bed, boy.
All right, guys. Love you all, man. Let's go, Giants.
Love you, yeah, bro.
Later, Aaron.
Later.
Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night. See you next week.
Because what? Crosby got 35.
Crosby's got,
Gary
yeah.
just got 40. Hendrickson is due, and Michael
Andrew's
Parsons
gonna
is
get the
due.
bag. Anderson's gonna get the bag.
So
I wonder from who, though. That's the question.
I'm like, it's either gonna be Cincy or
The
somebody.
Bengals want a first round pick for him, which I mean,
I don't think that's gonna happen. I think they can get a second round at best.
So
Oh,
I'll
hey.
say this, and I have no problems admitting this. I do follow Micah on Twitter, but I have motives. One day I hope to be on his podcast. Ain't gonna lie. But I will say this: I read his message. Okay, when DeMarcus left, he put, "It's my time."
oh yeah, he knows it. He knows it. He knows it.
So he knows he's about to get paid.
But he also said that if in 10 years he ain't got no ring, he gonna be gone.
He out. He leaving. Yeah.
Well, this is
Dog,
the
you might as
problem.
well just leave now.
He gonna be a Kansas City Chief.
That's what he said. He says you're gonna see me right here.
Well, this is the problem I got with Tank Lawrence, man. I don't know if y'all remember, not last year, but the year before, he was on First Take when they were having the Super Bowl and everything, and he was explaining why they lost
Because they was tired.
because they were tired. And
Bro,
Against Sanford.
every ever since then, I have not been a Tank fan, right? I've like, bro, you go on national TV and you admit that you were tired.
Tired? Bro,
Can't do that.
You
Can't
just
do that.
say we lost because we didn't.
How on Green's Earth you play 17 games a season
And you tired.
and you take I don't know how many
And
like
you
80
tired.
or 90 snaps a game and you're tired?
Like, bro,
This
Yeah,
your
bro.
job.
That's what you signed up for.
Outplayed us, which is essentially what happened.
Yeah,
At
but
least that's respectable.
he should have just said San Fran whooped our ass and we was a little bunch of punks and cowards and shit. I'm sorry, I was cut. But
That would have been respectable. That would have been respectable.
I'm trying to say something for my show Tuesday on Tank Lawrence, but I was never been a fan of his ever since he said that, and it really pissed me off, right? Because most of the majority of us here to play football before, and we've been competitive before, and when you go on national TV and you basically tell them somebody that you're retired and you're a fucking professional athlete, that pissed me off, right? So, and ever since then, I didn't like Tank. So all year, Tank got hurt in week 4, and all year, Tank will be back next week. Tank will be back next week. Tank will be back next week. Tank ass never played the rest of the season, and then he gonna go and say, "I can't win a Super Bowl in Dallas. That's why I'm in Seattle." And Seattle get rid of their damn quarterback. They get rid of everybody.
I was
And
gonna say they just
win
mentioned
the
their
Super Bowl
entire
in Seattle. Just
You know-
tell them I left because the Cowboys won't pay me because I absolutely fucking suck. That's
You know, the one thing I want to give DeMarcus. You call him Tank, though, right? Is that his nickname?
yeah, that's his nickname.
That's
Tank
his nickname.
Lawrence.
Oh,
Tank Lawrence.
Hold on, I think
Gentlemen.
hold on, I think Casey. Okay, I want to thank him. I want to thank DeMarcus Lawrence for one thing, and one thing only.
Get the right jersey, sir.
He created another Dallas Cowboy hater. I want to thank him. And I don't know if y'all caught that. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Get the right jersey, sir.
Miguel, I know Miguel.
The only difference I would have
I wanted to
The
put
You
only
know what?
The only thing I would have did difference, I would have pushed the kid. I'm joking.
Now, Chris, I know you, and I know that's a lie. I know that's a lie. You, if that was you, would have signed that jersey.
I would have.
You would have signed that. I think 99 people out of 100, all right, minus DeMarcus, would have signed that jersey.
Yes.
I know Miguel. I know the family. They're a beautiful family, and for that man to do what he did is distasteful. And I'm not even a Cowboys fan, but don't let the door hit you on the way out. Bye, Felicia. But you know what I will say? On a positive note, the Giants and that one running back we had back in the day, I forgot his name. They took care of him.
They did.
They took care of Miguel.
They did.
So,
yeah, he goes by the name of Saquon Barkley.
No, Kevin. I think it's Kevin.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant, I think. Or I mean, AKA asterisk. Okay, what?
So I've been wanting to put this out for a while, but I got something that'll make you laugh. This was on February 11th. Dak Prescott said that the Cowboys are very close to winning a Super Bowl.
No,
bro, and that's 2 days after the Eagles won their second title in the last 8 years.
You want to retort? You want to retort, Chris?
I would love to retort.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, honestly, if you think about the Cowboys season, it was horrible, and Giants fans know about horrible seasons. So
we had many. I mean, you guys had like 30, right? But go ahead. I digress.
Basically, what I'm saying, if you don't realize, half their defense were hurt the whole season. Okay, we lost our starting quarterback. We had no running back. Had one receiver, and 3 offensive linemen were hurt basically the whole season. So the reason he said that is because if the team was healthy, we wouldn't be as trash as we were last year. But to answer your question, no, we're not close.
Yeah, I was about to
You know
say.
what?
Now hold on. Let's not get crazy.
Okay, so all right, and you know what? I'm glad that reminded me. I wish you were on the show a little earlier, right? But I'm glad you're here now, okay? Because I can oppose this question. Now we were talking about Mike Tomlin a few minutes ago.
I don't like him.
And you like him?
I don't like him.
Oh, you don't like Mike? Okay.
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 That's not everybody.
But we were talking about Mike Tomlin.
It's about to go down.
And we were talking about the success that he has as an NFL coach. Okay, he has yet to have a losing season.
Uh-huh.
His team is constantly competing in the playoffs, right?
Correct.
Although they have been in the conference
What they call it
championship,
competing.
they have been in a conference championship game 3 times more than the Cowboys. Been in the Super Bowl. Been in the Super Bowl twice.
That is true.
Been in the divisional round, but in the last 4 out of 5 years, they have not got past the wild card. Now, for someone who is a fan of a team that has not been past the wild card since 1995, but is constantly getting there. Are you satisfied with just winning, or you just want to get over the hump? What say you?
Okay. Well, I got a lot about Tomlin, but I know that's not the question. Okay. I want to get over the hump. Every goal is for any professional team is to get to the Super Bowl.
That's
okay.
fair.
When people just rest on their laurels that we made it to the playoffs, that don't mean crap to me. I mean,
Interesting.
It don't mean anything. Even, I'm a Cowboy fan, and I've been through the 30 years that Sneaky like to tell me about. But when I was younger and all this gray was darker, I seen my Super Bowl. Okay, so I know how it felt, when we won, and everything like that. But as Steeler, I got one of my best friends is a diehard Steeler fan. He hates Tomlin too. And my whole thing, this is my thing. If you really think about it, if Mike Tomlin was with any other organization, he would have been fired a long time ago.
Oh, without question.
100%.
Without a doubt.
Without question.
So I think he got skeletons. I mean, he know where the skeletons are buried. He knows everything. Because as you Giants fans was talking earlier about your head coach, y'all fired that was 10-6, and y'all hadn't done anything since, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing with Tomlin, but the Steelers don't fire head coaches. That's what they do. But if he was with any other team, he would have been gone a long time ago.
Because if that was the case, look at Bill Belichick. How many years was he there and he was winning? He had 2 bad seasons.
Right.
What happened after 2 bad seasons?
He was gone.
Gone.
Not even that far. I mean,
So,
remember
again,
when Peterson with the Eagles, they won the Super Bowl 2017.
2 years later,
By 2020, he was gone.
Gone.
So Mike Tomlin is as good a human as he wants to show himself. Whatever. 9-7 after a while becomes frustrating. Yes, we're making it to the playoffs. Cool. But for a team that's won 6 Super Bowls in the franchise, after a while, making it isn't enough anymore.
Now let's keep in mind they've been to 8.
Been to 8, but won 6. I get it. All that is grand. But after a while, making it to the playoffs sounds like you're okay with that. Like, for example, the Giants. They make the playoffs for the first time and actually make a deep playoff run. That's a good season for y'all because y'all haven't experienced it. The same thing for the Bears.
That's a dream season.
You know what I'm saying? Winning 1 or 2 playoff games in one season for a Bears fan, I'm like, holy crap. What is this?
Not only that, speaking of say WTF, this is the first deep run that the Washington Redskins / Commanders, right? I'll put both of them together, made it as far as they did to the NFC Championship game
Since the
90s.
The 90s.
Since the 90s.
Look at the Lions.
And because of that run, right? Because of the one that the Commanders had last year, the longest team now in the NFC that has a drought that haven't been in a conference game in the last 30 years.
Yo, Chris,
The body language is priceless.
yo,
I didn't come to
he
fight.
knew what's coming. He knew what's coming.
I just
He
come to
set
hang
that
out.
up nice. He set that up real nice.
Right.
It was like the punchline was set up beautifully.
For real.
Yeah, my homeboy, the square, the 357 himself. You know, my brother, the Somo to be brother. That's how he treat me, right?
It be your own people.
We know that we good, we family. You know what I'm saying? We like that.
And you just
Then
catch
he
the phrase.
You know, okay, I should expect it. You know, I come on the show as a Cowboy fan and majority Giants, except for the Bears fan, man. Hey, glad to meet you, brother. Matter of fact, Dallas Cowboy Chris, the Cowboy podcast Tuesday nights. Anyway,
I gotta put that plug.
Gotta put the plug in.
Gotta put the plug in there.
Gotta put advertisement in that one.
Hey man, I just wanted to hang out with the fellas, and this is the abuse I get.
And you know what? Matter of fact, let me go ahead and add an Eagles. Oh no, I can't. Billy, I'll bring you on when I can. I'll bring you on when I can.
Billy's here.
Yo, Sneaky, I'm about to go, man.
Oh, Mark. Okay. Well, Mark, I appreciate you coming on. I mean, do you have anything to say real quick before you go?
Nah, I just want to say it was a great live and stuff like that, and just saying I gotta go to work tomorrow. So, take care.
Hey, before I let you go, brother, let me hear the outro one time.
Let's go, Giants.
You gotta put the ow at the end.
Put what?
You gotta go ow. You gotta
say
let's go, Giants. Ow.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, fam. Hey, I appreciate you.
Hey, Sneaky, I gotta get going soon too.
All right, man. Let me hear one time, Locus.
Hold on. Before that, I have two things to say. First off, while we're talking about getting over the hump, honestly, for the Giants, I think for them to get over the hump, the first thing they gotta do is beat the Cowboys.
We gotta beat we gotta beat the division, not just the Cowboys.
Exactly. But the Cowboys have been at least Dable's main struggle. He hasn't been able to beat them once.
Oh my God!
Well, I mean, it's true, but I mean, not only that, we still got to beat the Eagles too,
and the Commanders.
Dog, do you really?
Well, last year was the first season in a while that they swept us. So pump your brakes, boo-boo.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah, keep a cool booty. Keep a cool booty.
I do think a big step in the maturation of these new Giants would be to at least take a game out of Dallas.
Oh, of course.
Or at least split. You know
Go ahead, Luke.
At least split.
What?
Go ahead and finish your thought. I'm sorry.
Sorry if I sat in the mood here. I know I've said it a couple of times, but today would have been my grandpa's 86th birthday, and he was very instrumental in my life and my family's life. We were reflecting on it earlier today and kind of talking about how great of a person he was, and how, especially on this podcast, how big of a Giants fan he was. And I wouldn't be a Giants fan without him. I wouldn't be who I am as a person without him. So I'm dedicating at least my part of this podcast to him.
Well, that's awesome. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And again, like I've said it so many times, I'm glad that we all can be that distraction for you for, a few minutes out your day.
Yeah, and I really appreciate it.
So on that note, let me hear one time.
Let's go, Giants. Ow!
Appreciate you, bro. Be good. Be good. And give the family my love, please. Yes, we do have to beat the Cowboys. We do have to beat the Eagles.
Yep.
And yes, we still got to beat the Commanders as well. That's a given.
You got to beat the Raiders too. Beat the Raiders.
We always beat the Raiders. Anyway, like I'm saying.
That's easy money.
But the thing I want to say is, in order for us to be successful, I mean, we didn't even win we did not even win a home game to the end of this, just about the end of the season.
That was wild, bro.
So I mean, if we're gonna be real here, you know. But I mean, awesome. At least we don't have a 30-year drought in the conference being in the.
Where's the toilet paper at?
You, Chris?
Where's the TP at?
In that 30 years, it's been what?
Yo, is that toilet paper, Sneaky?
Oh, is it 7 years?
It's 2-ply. It's 2-ply. and it tickles.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Chris. Last I checked, 30 is definitely a lot more than 7, bro.
hey, that's true. That's true. But Sneaky don't like to go back and he'll count his all 8s and all that. But it's been a couple times y'all were 30 years in between championships yourself. So you might want to
ironically. And how many years is it 30 now, right? So
we haven't had one since 85, so I ain't got nothing to piss in. So I'm just gonna sit right here. I'm on this conversation.
But at least
ain't got to do with me.
At least the Bears got 9. The Bears got 9.
They think that hurt my feelings. It don't hurt my feelings because I'm a Cowboy fan that's seen 5. So it really don't matter how.
I ain't seen not a one of them.
So
I've seen 5.
I've seen half of mine. So
that means you collecting Social Security at this point.
Yes.
Hey. I got Social Security on my name. Calm down. Calm down.
Boy, you fellas is tripping.
The rotary phone, I got all that.
Oh my God!
At least I can say my
music on a phonograph
before the Cowboys won.
Hold on, wait, what'd you say?
At least my Cubs won a title before the Cowboys won an NFC title game.
Vicky, I was born in the Raiders won a Super Bowl.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Well, what title did your cousin win?
No, my Cubs.
Oh, your Cubs. Oh,
my Cubs won the series. They won a title before the Cowboys.
That
broke 108 years.
108 years. 100 years to do it. It's only been 100 years to do it.
Hey, but we ain't got the drought no more. It's over.
Y'all was set free.
On that note, so I'm glad. Okay, I have a best friend that was a huge. I mean, he's still alive. He's a huge fan, and ironically, George Gray. Shout out George. Ironically, he's also a Steelers fan too. Okay.
Ooh,
now, when the Cubs in 2016, when they won the NLCS, I told him, I said, I'm not gonna call you until it's over, bro. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to do anything. I gotta say this, and I want to be put on record saying this. Game 7 of the World Series, was the best World Series in MLB history. And I'm going to tell you why. It was so long, and the drought. I mean, not the drought, the rain delay. The rain that sucked. That sucked.
My wife at the time, she hates baseball, and she came over. We were dating at the time. She came over my house every game, and she fell asleep after the 3rd inning. But Game 7, if you don't listen, I was so glued to that TV, and when I started yelling, my wife was like, "Shut up!"
Let me see the rings. You have 2 of them?
No, just the one.
Okay, as a true fan. Now I'm gonna tell you. I know I got connections. I can hook you up with a guy that'll make you. And he made all 4 of my actually all 5, because I have the 4 Super Bowl rings, plus the conference championship game of 2000. Was it 2001? No, 2000. No, 2000.
I got Jordan's rings too.
Oh, you got okay. Yeah, the ones that I'm talking about, they're a little more expensive.
I'm glad you said Jordan's rings and not the Bulls rings.
I said what I said.
Okay. Right.
So wait a minute now. You better put Scotty in there too now.
Scotty can go play in traffic.
Scotty.
With his crackhead self.
Go play traffic is crazy.
He's that playing traffic. I don't know. I don't know what you know.
Think
I
I got
mean,
LeBron's rings. Oh my God, that
yeah,
dude needs to
look,
be in every week, bro.
that whole, I'm telling you that
Nah,
look,
this has been one of the best shows ever.
I don't know what Scotty was thinking when he was talking about he's better than Mike. Like hell,
That nigga was smoking that crystal meth. That's what
He
the
is
hell
better
he
than
was
Mike
doing.
at that
Jordan
line.
is Batman. You are
Okay,
right.
okay.
He mad at Mike because his oldest son
Oh,
was sleeping with his
That
wife.
sounds like a him problem.
that thing,
Or
thank
the
you.
Cheeto
Yes.
man. That's the Cheeto man.
Oh Lord.
That sounds like a him problem.
But did he have Gucci flip flops on? That's all I'm saying.
You know what's
Anyway,
crazy?
They out there looking like the Cheeto
Scottie
man on
Pippen's ex-wife, was probably changing his diapers. Did you know that's crazy?
Hey,
hey,
That's
hey,
So
she knew. Hey,
listen.
all I can say is she knew what she was getting into.
Hey,
She knew what she was getting into.
he is his father. He is him. You know, he said, listen.
Oh man. Hey.
Sneaky.
On that note, Casey, you've been chilling. We're about to shut the show down. What do you got to say, man?
Oh man, two things. Free agency hasn't looked like what we wanted it to look like, but we also have to understand that free agency is a two-way street.
Yeah,
they gotta want to come to the Giants, and right now, there ain't a whole lot of people that are, chomping at the bit to do that. But
I mean, it could be worse.
So we gotta look. It could be worse, but we gotta look forward to the draft. And hopefully stay healthy.
That's
gonna be a big thing.
Great.
I think that's one of the biggest things that have been part of our demise in the last few years is we just can't stay healthy. I don't
So
know if it's
you were talking about you're talking about free agency. Are you liking the moves? Are you kind of mid on them, or you don't like what's going on?
I'm mid right now. They could be good. They could not move the needle. It just I like that. These people aren't like they're not stars. They're not. So
Not even Javon Holland.
I don't know. I like I said, I don't think he's a star. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think he moves the needle on the Giants the way that he would on a different team. But we'll see. And secondly, I want everybody to wish Jalen a happy birthday.
Oh shoot!
Happy birthday, Jay!
Wait!
Bro,
Is it today?
bro, really?
No.
Today.
I was gonna say it's not till Monday.
It's Monday.
Okay.
We're not gonna be on
Regardless.
for that. So happy
Well,
birthday.
I mean, do we want to bust out the song? Anybody?
I thought we was gonna get
What the two chains?
Yeah. Look, hey, one, two, three. Happy birthday
to you.
Oh my.
Oh my god.
Happy birthday to you. I'm the only one. What? Well,
I'm not gonna do that to the man.
To Jalen.
It prioritizes your mic. That's why.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
You're the host.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
what
not.
Hey,
Happy birthday to you. Okay, there we go. We got that over. How old are you, Jalen? How you gonna be?
yeah. Happy birthday, though.
Happy birthday, brother.
Appreciate you. 25.
20?
Oh God, you still a baby.
2-5, baby.
Damn.
You still a baby.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Jay, but you still a baby, baby.
I guess
Still a
you
baby.
would be, Daryl.
I got. Are you out of college? In college? Then go. I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot here. What you doing? Or just working? I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that either. Shit, that's what I was doing at 25. I was working. Hey, I got done with my enlistment, and I was like,
college ain't for everybody, man.
Yep.
I may not have a PhD, but I got a DD 214.
Hey, baby, that means a whole lot to me. I know what that paper look like.
Right. Yeah, I may not have walked across the stage, but it felt pretty damn good clearing. I'll tell you that.
getting that green stamp. Baby. It felt like graduation.
Hey, that dude. Hey, if you know, you know.
Listen.
So you'll find out. How many years you been in so far?
Oh, I got 2 DD.
Oh, you got 2?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's been in since I was like, what?
Did you do 2 branches?
Yeah.
You wait. So what was your first branch?
Army Reserves.
Okay, then you went Air Force.
Then I went Army.
Okay, and now you're Space Force.
Yes.
Correct.
Wait, you about to get 3 DD-214s?
In another couple of years, yeah.
You know,
if you get the system.
If you get another one, you get a free cup of coffee. You know,
and look at us. We thought we was doing something with one. He said, "Hold my."
No. Hey, no, we got 2. I don't know. We got no. We got 2 honorable discharges.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you were over after 8 because I did 5. Got my active honorable, and then I got my inactive reserve honorable. I don't know.
I did my 8, and I was done.
Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah.
Anyway, you can't convince me to go back.
No. No. Mm-mm.
Not the Army, at least.
My knees can't take that anymore.
Hey, you better make sure that's on your medical records.
You know it is.
And hopefully they don't change shit where you know, man, they kind of anyway. Don't get me started.
Yeah.
I'm too messed up to go back. So you just skip over my name when you get on.
I'm just gonna be real, and I'm too fat. Anyway,
I'm
Casey,
fat, broken.
go ahead and finish your thought. I'm too fat to go back. Go ahead.
Oh,
Bars. Did you hear that? Bars. I'm too fat to go back. Bars, baby. What? I'm a rapper. I didn't even know it. Go ahead, Casey.
You've been in Dallas too long.
Man, I can't.
No, that's all I had to say. I can't follow that anyway.
Father God, man. Nick, you just did a mic drop, bro.
Bars.
Actually, I just had something that I wanted to say because I've been kind of upset about it for the last couple of days.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Jada.
Well, hold on, Casey. Let me hear one time. I got to.
Let's go Giants.
I appreciate you, fam. I seen a little bit. Oh shit! I got Billy waiting in the wing. I'm sorry, Billy.
Oh, I forgot about Bit.
Go ahead, Jaden.
What's going on, man?
Sneaky.
What
There
you got,
he
Jaden?
is, the hater of all haters, Cowboy Chris.
Man, we got almost the entire
Damn,
catches
Billy
the
coming in
stray
fire.
every time.
Yo, Chris, you can't
And you know what? He was stewing on that one, Chris.
bro.
He had the mirror out
catch a
front
break, my guy.
practicing.
You know,
He was
ever since I made the comment that he's still living in my basement, he's been tripping. I'm like, bro, you're an adult. Go get your own place. That's all I said. You know, and then ever since then, he been.
We got a Super Bowl, 2 baby.
We ain't got nothing.
In the last 8 years.
okay.
Hey, Chris, don't worry about it, Chris. He wasn't even born yet.
You ain't had a round of football in your life, brother. The Eagles got a Super Bowl.
Jalen, go ahead. What do you got, man?
Okay, so it's like, so I'm sitting at work today, and then I look at my phone, right? And I'm like, oh, the Giants re-signed Aaron Stinney. I'm like, that's great. And then I also saw on TikTok, you guys know Adriana, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She actually, it's like, so actually that brings me into another point. Like, she talked about how they re-signed Greg Van Roten. I said, I'm like, Shane, Mekhi Becton is still a free agent, dog. What are you doing?
He's bringing back all the same old linemen from last year.
I'm like, do you think that this is gonna work? But also, like, someone, I don't remember who exactly, but somebody brought up Xavier McKinney. And I don't know if y'all know this, but that dude was literally going on podcasts talking a lot of smack about us, talking about losing. And I'm like, because it's like, she posted this video talking about, do Giants fans just have the memory of a goldfish? Which, I'm not gonna lie, that comment had me crying because I said, dang, a goldfish is crazy. But yeah, apparently, like, dude was going around talking mad smack about us, the coach, like the coaching staff, us losing. I'm like,
he did speak to the media.
You know, that's funny that you want to talk all that mess, but like, didn't you bust up your hand in ATV accident? Like
during the draft week. Yeah.
I'm like, how about you shut up, go on the field and play and not do stupid shit during the bye week?
He cost us a couple wins, maybe even a playoff. But anyway, yeah, you brought up a good point.
I had to, man, because it's like everyone's talking about why didn't we re-sign McKinney? Definitive proof.
I mean, I will say I like what McKinney, when he approached Neil, talked about the culture in Alabama, and we need to bring that culture here, and it starts with us. I like how he did that, but then again, when the team is disarray, you're not winning games, it sucks when you're losing, and it even sucks when players talk to the media because especially when you're losing, they're gonna blow up everything. I mean, they don't matter. I mean, what it is. So, but I'm glad you brought that up, Jalen. Let me hear it one time, man.
Oh, all right. Let's go Giants. Ow!
I appreciate you. Hey, man, I'll see you next week. Daryl.
You.
Let me hear it one time. Oh, shit. Hold up.
Oh, shit. That's right. Shit.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy, you can't be talking shit to Cowboy Chris now. You can't do that because you wasn't even born when the Cowboys was winning.
You weren't there.
That's right. That's right.
Billy, how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
22.
Yeah. 30 is a lot more. 30 is a lot more. About 8 years more. About 8 years. Anyway,
but
yeah, let me know one time,
you guys ain't gonna win it next year because y'all don't let your whole defense go.
Yeah, that's true there, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Cowboys. That's all I care about.
Oh God, let's go Giants! Ow!
I appreciate you, fam. See you next week.
Yep.
I'm really focused on the Giants. We need us to win.
Yeah, man.
Aaron, you've been quiet. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings about bringing up the 1983 Raiders. Jim Plunkett,
Bit under the weather, but I'm okay though.
I hope you feel better for real. Hope you feel better. It's not. Is that what is it? It's not COVID, isn't it?
No.
Man, that stuff's still going around.
Yeah,
still here, man.
Hey, anyway,
that's why I'm outside.
I'm glad. Go ahead. What's up?
About LeBron, man, and Jordan debate. Why is it even in a debate though? Like LeBron's way off Jordan's time, and Jordan is way off LeBron's time. So why even debate? But I mean,
that's what we do.
Yeah.
That and I want to say this that of course my son has never seen Jordan play.
Bless his heart.
And I want you to understand that I wasn't even, and to this day, I'm not even I respect Jordan. I respect what he did on the basketball court, but I'm not a Jordan fan. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to disrespect him in any way, shape, or form. Hell, I wasn't even a Kobe fan until the dude won an Oscar. I'm like, this motherfucker won an Oscar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you gotta love Kobe, and unfortunately, he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
But my son will tell you that LeBron is the greatest of all times. Why? But hold on. Why? Because he's seen him play. He's seen him his whole career.
That's cute.
We didn't see Jordan, or he didn't see Jordan win 6. No, he didn't even see Jordan in the Wizard uniform.
We don't talk about those days.
Well, we don't, but I mean that's part of his. I mean, he's still in Hall of Fame regardless. And no matter what team he could have been on, what I know the Brooklyn Nets was horrible back in the day, but I mean, hell, he could even be on the 76ers right now, which will be a disgrace, I will say. But we will still remember him, donning the 23 jersey, and when homeboy said the 45 jersey Jordan is not the 23 jersey.
Hold my beer. I'll see you tomorrow.
And what did Jordan do?
Popped up that 2-3 and said, "I'm back, bitch."
Look, nobody, and again, nobody will be a Bill Russell. I mean, Bill Russell gets lost in the sauce, which I don't understand.
But can you imagine? Can you imagine LeBron won 6 straight rings? What would you guys be saying?
I guess we'll never know.
Well, no, I mean, if he won, if LeBron was,
And I don't think he'll ever reach the
LeBron,
ring.
He
He'll
won
not gonna
2
reach
straight.
it.
if he was, but no, the number that that Jordan has that LeBron doesn't have is 6-0,
Yeah.
and never played in a game 7. I mean,
Remember though.
that's something that the debate
Well,
will always,
he does. LeBron does have 6
Yeah.
losses.
right.
But it was 3-3 though. Jordan was 3-3. It
And
wasn't
Jordan
6
got his 6 rings with one team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And he took a break.
But there's no logic in that though.
And he
There's no
came back.
logic in
Went
that.
to play baseball. Came back.
Said,
My job. Listen,
I'm bored. Let me win 3 more.
Right.
I can
And
do
then
that.
I'm
'Cause I can
leaving.
do that.
And I mean, look, we could say 72 or 72-10 is nice. But I mean, because the Warriors, they were
They
what,
beat that, yeah.
73-9,
But it ain't got no ring to
but
it.
it don't have a ring to it. You know, it don't sound good
see
coming
what
off
you
the
did
tongue. You know,
See what you did there.
the thing about Jordan, he brings it to us. You know, with him being who he is.
When I was younger though, I just hated. I couldn't stand watching Jordan every year. Like every year, Jordan, like it's like forever. When I was a kid though, I was like 13, so I'm like
6-7.
I was like, shit, man, you stop winning already. You stop it.
And I love this Hall of Fame speech when he basically said, "I'm glad you all didn't get your ring because of me." I'm glad he said that. I mean, I thought that was cold-hearted.
I know one.
Cold-blooded.
I wish one player that I wish that got a ring was Allen Iverson.
Yeah,
I was a huge Iverson fan.
The Lakers beat him though. So the Lakers. Well, at first,
I wish he had got a ring, man.
I would have wanted Tracy McGrady. That's who I wanted. I wanted Tracy. And there's another player I can't think of right now, but damn.
Hey, Sneaky, so you want to bet again $40? So this coming up season, like 2 years ago,
that Geno Smith's gonna get hurt.
Jesus Christ!
The Raiders being the Giants.
He didn't even hold back. He said, "Gonna get hurt at the coin toss." Is that what you want to bet?
Yo, at the coin toss, yo.
Yo, what? How did we get there?
I'll tell you what. We'll revisit this. Let's go. I may need to borrow some money from Chris because
he wants to bet if Pete Carroll's gonna break his hip at the first.
Chris did get a nice payday from EMAC.
Geno Smith gets hurt. That's bad.
You know,
this man said that Geno gonna get hurt first. God,
he didn't even hold back on that. He didn't even.
I'm sorry. I had that shit in my fucking back pocket. I had to.
But that was smooth. That was smooth.
That's cool.
We'll revisit that. But let me hear one time, Aaron.
All right, let's go Giants. And Geno, out.
I appreciate you.
Geno's gonna say ow.
I had to get him off. Jesus Christ.
This man,
Chris, bro, you been getting freaking everything today, bro.
No, I love it, Danny.
Left and right.
That's why I jumped on, man. I love it. it don't bother me. It's fun.
I know
It's
your
football.
pain. I run a podcast with 2 Packer fans.
Yeah. So,
Yikes.
But no, I knew Danny, if I jump on, it's nothing but Giants fan. We're gonna try to deflect from our pain. Let's attack the Cowboy fans, even though we can't beat them.
Wow. That's it.
Yeah, Chris, I need to shoot you a text. I got to talk to you about something too. But don't go anywhere. Billy, go ahead. I got to end the show. I will give you a minute, but let me hear it one time, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Love you, brothers. Love you all. And Cowboy Chris, you Cowboys are ass. Let's go, Giants.
I appreciate you, Billy.
He had to get his last licks in.
He just had to get it in. Look at your face, though. He's like,
Hey, me and Billy been battling for a year and a half, back and forth, and he finally swept us this year, and he's just so excited. And they won the Super Bowl.
He got his chest out. Yeah,
he gonna hold this for a whole 365.
Oh, he gonna hold it till next year, till the season start again.
So, hey, you gotta let him have it. So
every dog get their bone.
Everybody get it. So eventually the Giants will beat the Cowboys. So
I don't know what winning feels like.
Eventually.
Eventually.
We play y'all this year.
The Cowboys and Bears play?
Yeah, we played. Y'all played Chicago though this year.
Oh, I ain't never been. I have been to the Windy City. I just hadn't been there long. I was there a couple days.
I was gonna go to that game, but then I realized we also play the Saints, and my wife is a Saints fan, so we're going to Chicago to go see them lose to us. So,
okay.
Twice.
That dude, man, I
Yes,
appreciate you coming on, man.
Always, man. It's a pleasure to come on here.
I'm glad when you came on, man. I was like, I saw you peeping in. I'm like, oh no. Oh, somebody gave me a damn cowboy hat. Why the hell did you do that on TikTok? Anyway, sorry, squirrel moment. My bad. No, actually, it was who was it? Hold on. Oh, it was Ethan. EMAC.
Yeah, EMAC.
Well, I always appreciate you coming on. We always have a good time on this show. And I'm getting close to 300, man. I can't believe it. And I'm glad that you were part of this, this journey. Man, and anytime you want to come on, you're more than welcome.
Absolutely.
But until then, let me hear one time, fam.
All right, let's go Giants. Ow.
Appreciate you, bro. Be good.
You too.
Tell the wife I said what's up.
Yes, sir.
Danny.
What's up, boys?
Man. Oh, I gotta say this. And Chris, you would like this too. Because I know you met Amani Toomer. He saw my post on Instagram and he shared it on his page. I made it.
Mama, you made it. Yeah.
I made it. Danny, I appreciate it. Go ahead.
I got the liner for you. He did that liner for you.
yeah, and I need to add that on the show.
I don't understand. I get abused on the show, and I'm doing liners for your show. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, just think of it this way. If we didn't pick on you, we don't like you. I mean, friends, ask Mike. But anyway, Danny.
That's true.
No, Mike, that's a joke. That's a joke, Mike. Mike, Mike will cry in the car if he hears that. He gonna cry in the car.
Yo.
Let me hear one time, Danny.
Chris, Sneaky, good night, boys. Love y'all, and let's go Giants. Ow. Peace, y'all.
I appreciate you, brother. Be good.
Peace, Danny.
Thanks for coming on. How's San Francisco treating you?
San Francisco is awesome, man. Really getting settled into the city, man. Trying to get used to this California life. It's definitely different from Texas life. I tell you that. It's a lot of things, man, that I wasn't expecting, but it was nice surprises and everything like that. The wife is settling into her job. I just found some new employment about a month ago. I was semi-retired. But I got bored, man. I had to get out this house.
Yeah.
So, but man, everything's going good, man. So, we are excited.
So what is it, like 4:00 in the afternoon over there or something?
It's 8:14 p.m. here.
You on the other side of the earth. And that's what
I had to watch it sometimes when I call people, at night, and I was like, man, most of my friends are on Texas time or on East Coast time, so I try to be mindful when I call people. So
yeah, man, he's
Hey, Aaron, I'm originally from Dallas Fort Worth. I actually truly lived 5 minutes from AT&T. I lived in Dallas my whole life. The wife got a promotion to Denver. We moved to Denver for a year, and she got another promotion, and now we're in San Francisco. So yeah, that's why Dallas Cowboy Chris is in California.
Dang, what they do with your little
Oh, it's so somebody else is in there now, brother.
Oh,
yeah, somebody else is in there.
Man,
I missed that man cave. I really did.
That was nice. I'm glad I had an opportunity to.
Don't worry. If and when we get back to Texas, it'll be a new and better one. So
okay, I got you, Chris. Thank you for coming on. We'll talk later. But until then, let me hear.
Well, I gotta say this. It has been 30 years, but the Giants go down like Tesla stocks. Let's go Giants.
Well, I mean, the Nasdaq's been around for a while, so, and they've been dropping too. So, but I appreciate you. down like stocks. I got your stocks. Great show. Again, as Danny and I would say, another banger in the books. I love y'all. I'm so glad that we got this community and we meet Tuesday, Thursday nights, 8:00, Dallas, Texas time. Of course, for Chris, that's like 2:00 afternoonish. But anyway, he should be called Cali Chris now, right? But I digress. I want to thank everybody for coming on, giving their 2 cents. Had a great talk, great discussion about Giants free agency. Threw in a little Dallas Cowboys and even talked about LeBron and the Chicago Cubs. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this show. No matter, even though it's a Giants podcast, diehard Giants fans, everybody's welcome. And we'll talk about anything, anytime, anywhere. Bobby, what's up? I see you. Chris, I'm sorry I didn't put your comments on there. Ass kicking for you next year. Well, I hope we return the favor next year. Tanya, I see you. Thank you. Everybody in the comments. Even you, Sully. B. Murphy, always love and respect. We're getting close. Getting close. If anything, man, I can't wait to see y'all next week. Tuesday, 8:00. Dallas. Why this thing keeps coming on? Dallas, Texas time. So until then, let's go Giants.
Is this thing on?
It's your boy Stefan, a.k.a. SneakyG.
Yeah. Lyrical assassin.
Let's go Giants.